So here's an example of dividing polynomials. So we're dividing this x minus 3 into x cubed plus x squared minus 8x minus 12. You want to think of this just like you would long division. So I'm going to look at this first term x, and I'm going to ask how many times does x go into x cubed, and that's x squared times. So we're going to multiply. X squared times x is x cubed, and then x squared times minus 3 is minus 3x squared. So if you remember in long division, we have to subtract these things. So I tend to add the opposite, so I'm going to change the sign of both of these, and then I'm going to go ahead and add. So x cubed plus negative x cubed is 0, and then x squared plus 3x squared is 4x squared, and I'm going to bring down these other terms, minus 8x minus 12. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to look at the x, and we're going to say how many times does x go into 4x squared, and that's a positive 4x. So multiply through 4x times x minus 3 again, so we're going to get 4x times x, which is 4x squared, and then plus 4x times negative 3, which is minus 12x. Again, we're subtracting, so I like to think of it as adding the opposite because it's easier. So 4x squared minus 4x squared, 0. Negative 8x plus 12x is 4x. So we get 4x minus 12. And now for the last one, we're going to say, all right, look at the x again. How many times does x go into 4x? And that's plus 4 times. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Again, we're adding the opposites, so I'm going to change the signs and add them, and we get 0. Alright, so the fact that it goes in 0, there's no remainder. It basically means that, you know, I'll set up the division algorithm. We're basically saying this, that x cubed plus x squared minus 8x minus 12 divided by x minus 3 equals x squared plus 4x plus 4. Related to that, you know, if this polynomial divided by this polynomial equals that polynomial, we can say that this polynomial, x minus 3, times x squared plus 4x plus 4, when you multiply those, you'd end up with the x cubed plus x squared minus 8x minus 12. So this is useful if you're looking for zeros. You know, x minus 3, you get a 0 of 3 from that, but you could, you know, find the zeros a couple of ways. You could take this x squared plus 4x plus 4 and treat it like a quadratic and try to solve it. Use the quadratic formula or graphically or whatever. Or you could do more long division, or you could just try to factor it regularly. Okay, so there are some options for you.